One day, a man saw a little puppy and instantly fell in love with it. He bought the puppy and brought it home. The dog always stayed by its owner's side, and slowly, it grew up. After 5 years, the man got married. The dog began spending time with his new mistress as well. A while later, the couple had a baby girl. Everything was going perfectly, and this small family was very happy. But one day, the man had to leave town for a business trip. The next morning, after taking a shower, the woman stepped out of the bathroom. The dog started smelling something strange from his mistress. It was a scent he had never noticed before, something like the smell of a dead body. The dog barked repeatedly, trying to warn her, but the woman couldn't understand. She stood by the kitchen sink and suddenly started vomiting. In the next few days, her health worsened even more. She became so weak that even speaking became difficult. She decided to take her daughter and stay at her father's house for a few days. In her rush to leave, she forgot that the dog was still inside the house. The dog was hungry, but he kept peeking through the window, waiting. To survive, he began eating crumbs from the floor and drank water from the toilet when thirsty. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't open the door to go outside. Every day, he waited for his owner to return. Slowly, the dog also began to grow weak. One day, he nearly fainted from hunger, when suddenly a voice came from outside the door. The man had returned home from his business trip. He quickly opened the door and fed the dog. A little while later, the woman also came back and tearfully apologized to the dog. Slowly, things began to return to normal. But one morning, while the woman was taking the dog for a walk in the forest, she suddenly felt a sharp pain in her chest. She collapsed to the ground, writhing in pain. The dog panicked and started barking loudly. People nearby rushed over and immediately called an ambulance. The woman was admitted to the hospital. The man had to leave his work behind to take care of their daughter. At first, it was very difficult for him, but little by little, he learned how to care for his child. Months later, the woman underwent a successful surgery. She returned home from the hospital, her long golden hair now cut short. Her face looked more tired than before. The dog never left her side. Even if he was tired or hungry himself, he stayed with her, protecting and comforting her. But despite the doctor's best efforts, the cancer had spread throughout her body. One night, the dog quietly sat in a corner, watching her closely. The woman smiled and said, "I'm not afraid of dying anymore. After I'm gone, please take care of my daughter." The dog slowly walked over to her and sniffed her hand. He seemed to realize this was the last time he'd be this close to her. The next morning, the woman passed away in her sleep. Both the man and the dog were heartbroken, but from that day on, the dog stayed with the little girl all the time, as if he were fulfilling the promise he made to his beloved mistress. The dog cared for the girl every single day. Have you ever seen such true loyalty from a pet?